Hey chat, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Hope everyone is doing good. Hey y'all, how we doing? You guys are doing good? Oh, this thing has its own music, so I'll just pause that. And you guys should be able to see it. Okay, you guys can see it. All right, awesome. All right, chat. Sorry if I'm a little cooked. Kind of just woke up. Not gonna lie. Yeah, a little cooked, but hey, it's okay. We crack on. Anyway, Tabletop Game Shop Simulator. Yeah, this is currently a demo for this game. It's super cool. You get to run your own like a local GW. Well, not GW, but like your local game store. Like you get to do all types of stuff with it. Yeah, you can buy minis. The minis are like Warhammer Fantasy themed, kinda-ish. Well, they're like fantasy themed, you know, so there's that. It's solid. So we're gonna be taking a crack at that today. We're gonna be doing some gamering. And yeah, we're gonna try and run our own shop. This is currently only the demo. The full game will be releasing, I think, in a week or something. But yeah, let's see what we got here. Music is about over here. Where you chat? Oh, but place in order. Okay. Gotta get into the computer. Where's the computer? Oh, there it is. Miniature pack. $200. I have $4,000, so. Let's get 7. It's 14. Do I have a shelf? I do. Okay, so I'll be all right. Sure. Boxes. Oh my god, there are people already here, chat. Uno momento, por favor. I'm going to be putting the boxes soon. Yeah, but this is a super... Oh god. This is a super cool game, chat, because like running a local GW or any type of local game store, it's not easy at all. And I appreciate that like you get a little bit of insight into it. Now, of course, this isn't like it in by any stretch of the imagination, yeah? But, you know, it does something. It gives you a little bit of an idea. Because to a lot of people, their local GW was like the place, you know? And slowly times, especially with GW becoming more and more modern and the hobby become more and more streamlined into the online space, that type of community has basically kind of been lost a little bit, you know? So it's unfortunate. I need to set a price. Market price. Plus $10. Okay. All these guys money? Yeah, you money, sire? You are indeed money. Hurrah! All right. Baba Booey, open for business. I should probably open one of these. Hold on. I say I have one of these. Unpack. So yeah, this is a part of it that's not really real, I guess you could say, is that you don't buy like boxes or sets of things. They're like different parts of sprues, right? So you have to buy like you see 3 or 5. So you're gambling for screws, which is diabolical. Yes. Yes! First customer. Thank you, sir. Alright, how do I... Oh. 3, 5, 2... Nope. 5.20. Alright, have a good day. Oh god, I need to get better at that. Yeah, that's not gonna do good at this rate. Oy vey. Yeah, but for a lot of people, their whole entry into this hobby was their local game store. But that's not the case anymore. And, you know, I love that 40K has become so incredibly popular over the time. Change to give 44. Bang bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, space. Sorry chat, I have to do math. I'm not good at math. So yeah. 3 35.20. Bang. Let's see. 25, 24, bang, bang, boom, pop. Yeah. And for a lot of people nowadays, their main gateway into the hobby is not their local game store. It's probably some type of interaction online. Like for me, my interaction wasn't through a local GW, it was through a meme. I was on like social media when I was like 16 or 15, and I saw this meme about the Ultramarines. And it was a joke about them. Oh, brothers, they come for our virginity and all that nonsense. Like typical Space Marine lock, right? But it was one of those things where that is what catapulted me into taking a look at, hold on, what is 40k about? What is its thing? And then I spent like a whole next 3 or 4 hours diving into the wiki, and lo and behold, a couple years later, that's how we are here. For most people, it's a book, or it's a lore tuber, or it's someone else. And because of that, the old community and the old like way of doing things, I guess you could say, has kind of fallen to the wayside, which is a shame, because going to the local game store and that sense of camaraderie that you get is something that is like very important. And I guess you could say it's also like a wider issue of, losing third spaces as like our generation, because like, our generation, if we need to hang or anything, we do it online, man. Like, we don't go out and do anything. It's all done online, which is amazing, right? I mean, hell, the fact that I'm talking to all of y'all who are Lord Almighty knows when and where, that's wonderful. But in the same vein, it is kind of missed that, we don't have that place that we can just meet up, right? And a local GW did that. But with the advent of everything just switching over to the online, there's no point. And you notice it a lot with 40k. Like in my most recent video that I've... What the goddamn... Goddamn... Picking... Throwing your rubbish everywhere, goddamn stupid nonsense, goddamn. Under construction, coming soon. Can I not clean? I thought I could clean. I gotta click the thing. Alright. Give me your money. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, but it was one of those things where, like, yeah, so taking a look at, like, my latest video that I had to do for, there was a lot of, looking into white dwarves, alright? Because it was like, Legion of the Damned throughout the editions of 40k. It's going to be released today. And, looking into the difference between the white dwarfs, back then, the idea of the, physical 40k, not just the thing, but the community. Like, I remember there was one article where dude was literally just talking about his kid, right? And it's like, you just don't see that in modern day 40k. And it's sad, because there were also rules for conversion. Then there were rules about, how to do like local conversion game rules with like friends. I remember they were talking about a lot of money in there, lassie. Good lordy. It was like, take a look at this. Here's this, because when they did the Assault on the Black Reach box, right? I think that was 5th edition, probably. they looked into it, and then there were rules there for like, hey, splitting it with a friend, here's how you can do this, here's how you can kit bash this unit to be another thing. Like specifically for the Legion of the Damned, there's rules on how you can kit bash something and how to play it with someone in the thing, and it's in the White Dwarf, and that was accepted. But the idea of kit bashing stuff, of physically doing something with someone, of having like someone to do that with, it's just completely evaporated. Storage, oh nice. Hey, level 2, hurrah! Alright, I need to get a map. Alright, excuse me. Wait, where my map go? Alright, hold on. Oh god, I can jump. Why? I got hops apparently. Yeah, so it is rather unfortunate that that's the case. Because like I said, back in the day, physically being part is amazing. And as much as I love, like, this... Like, I mean, I'm never going to be upset at the internet because, you know, that's how I, like, make my money, for lack of a better word, right? But it's one of those things where it's very unfortunate to see what's happened to tabletop gaming, because, you know, I love Tabletop Simulator, right? That's great. I love it. I play it. It allows me to do what I want to do, right? But there is nothing like playing someone IRL, like actually being with them, actually looking at them, actually talking with them, and all that. It's just not the same thing, right? And a lot of people, they don't know that physical interaction with somebody, right? They just don't. And it's a damn shame, because that is also a part of the hobby. But I'd argue that you're essentially missing a part of the hobby, right? Because being online and doing it online... Alright, I will wait for these two ladies to fish out. Alright, so look, this game, I don't know how accurate the game is. It seems fun and all that, but dude, the amount of women here is mental. Like, look, jokes and memes aside, at my local GW, there are plenty of chicks who like play Pokemon, mostly. At least that's, well, not my local GW, my local game store, mind you. Like, they play Pokemon, right? That's their shtick. Like, the amount of women playing like Warhammer? Nah, never. Never ever. You're closed. Alright, let's restock. Alright, solid day, chat. Solid day. Let's see. Game. Oh, miniatures. We will get that many. Shop. I get a storage shelf. I don't need one. Game. Tools. No. Purchase. That should do as well. Yoink. I'm not gonna lie, that little corner that's there irks me. And I don't know if that's just me. Yeah, because like, there are a lot of people who just never experience IRL, right? And that is it's always, and that's the thing, like, for the longest time, I never painted 40k. And just because I thought I couldn't do it, there was like too much time investment, monetary investment, like, you know, I don't want to like spend all that money into like making an army and just like have it turn out shit, right? I didn't want to do that. And that's fucking sick. It's like, this hobby is fantastic, but it's not for the faint of heart by any stretch of the imagination. But then one thing that I realized is that, you know, you don't have to start off with an army. You don't have to immediately just do everything. You don't have to like make a 2k point army You don't. You can just start off at your... Ooh, we got a mini! W, Chad. Yeah, but like you don't have to do that. You can just do everything at your own rate. And it's ever since getting into it, it's been amazing because like my introduction to the hobby was I gotta put them together. Pop. No, I haven't sniffed the glue, chat. That's unfortunate. Ooh. Nice. Now I know you can get a painting table eventually, but how do I? Right, end the day. Cool. Oh god, chat, we gotta pay bills. Alright, we paid bills. Day result negative 9. Now that's realistic. Lord saves. Alright, I went home, I guess. Open for business. Yeah, so being in a store, seeing somebody, talking to somebody, going into grab paints, it's a different part because like each aspect of this hobby is different and unique, and it's worth investing your time, money, and effort into. Because the way that I got into it, I was very much a slow burner. Like I started off with just memes, then I started off with lore, and then like lore tubers and stuff, and then I got into the novels, and then from the novels I got into like the various different source books, codexes, etc. From there I got into the physical mini aspect of it and the hobby. From the hobby I just got into everything, and then I became a 40k content creator of it, and it's a holistic approach, you know, because each different aspect of that hobby, I understand why there would be people who don't want to do it, and I understand why there are people who think that the hobby is not plausible without it, you know? But each one of them really is their own unique aspect. They're just so different. And doing all of them together gives you the true experience. Because looking at a meme of it is amazing, it's funny, it's great. Reading a book about your favorite faction is even better. And, you know, then getting a mini and painting your favorite faction, that's great. Like there's just so much that goes into it, and I highly recommend people to try all of it, man. Do every part of the hobby. And like I said, collecting Warhammer is expensive if you want to make a 2K army. Absolutely. Absolutely, right? But don't worry about making an army. When you start, get like the starter set, get 1 or 2 paints. It really helps having someone who has been in this hobby to help you out. But like, if you don't, just use YouTube. Unironically, there are so many tutorials on YouTube, and there's so many like people on YouTube, and they will gladly be able to let you know and tell you like, here's what. So getting all that together and then physically doing it, right? It's something completely different. And, you know, you'll make mistakes, you'll scuff things up, but it's not going to be as bad as you think it is. And if you take it slowly and actually try to improve mini by mini, because here's the thing, right? Sometimes a lot of like people, they do project by project, right? But then don't do that. Get a box of intercessors, and then maybe get like a box of terminators, or like a character. I wouldn't recommend a character immediately off the bat, but hey, you do you, right? So just take a crack at it, man. And yeah, here's the thing. I know we joke about pile of shames and all that, but really, you shouldn't really have a pile of shame. And I'm being frank, right? Because, and when I say pile of shame, I mean like, if you have like an excess of like 3 kits, if you have 3 unopened boxes just waiting there, you got a problem. And I think, you know, all jokes aside, we should have a bit of a serious conversation to be like, you know, why do you keep on buying but never actually building, right? Like, I know it's funny. Like, we all have a little bit. I try my best not to. I have right now, the closest thing I have to a box of shame is half a box of Termies, right? The Saturnine, to be specific. And that's that. But that's alright. Even if I had like an extra box of jump intercessors or like the new horse RHC Assault Marines and like a Leviathan Dread, I use those specifically because those are the next like 2 minis I want to get. That's okay. That's alright. But there are some people who have literal armies that are still in the box and they're like, you know what? I'm going to go and get more. I want more. I want more armies. It's not okay. That's not okay, Ben, because at that point you are technically like wasting. You're wasting your money and you make the hurdle into the hobby bigger for yourself. Because you get depressed, you get upset, you get anxious now. What used to be a good thing is now slowly becoming something that you regret, you know? Or you dread, rather, I think would be a better way to phrase it. But yeah, it's very unfortunate. And a homie just dropped me a hundo, goddamn. Yeah, it's very unfortunate because you are taking a hobby that you love and then you're costing you time and money and still be changing it. And a lot of people are scared about that. Then it's like, look, if you are really worried that you can't keep yourself honest, have a friend who you know is responsible and have them check up on you. I know people think it's dumb to do that, but it's like, no, like, I was like, oh no, I'm an adult, I can look after myself, right? Well, being an adult is realizing when you have an issue and you can't do it yourself. And, you know, swallowing your pride, killing the flesh, and extending that hand to someone else. And to ask them, be like, hey, give me a hand. Like, help, right? And I think that is the more adult thing to do than just sit back and watch oceans of your hard money flow away. But yeah, don't be discouraged by reading the books. You don't have to read all the Horus Heresy books. You don't have to start a 2K point army. You don't have to like, and I know like people always say, oh, you know, what army would you recommend? And Space Marines, right? Why? They are the poster boys and they are easy to paint, right? It's okay. That was weird. Good lord. Hello, sir. Thank you. And yeah, that is... Homie dropped me... Well, I mean, he dropped me 2 hundo. I guess that's okay. Oi! We got shop. We can get painting. W chat, we can start painting. Yeah, like... I'd recommend Space Marines. And look, some people are a little iffy about this. But I think that if you have like Horus Heresy stuff and 40k stuff, you should be able to use them interchangeably within reason to play the tabletop. Like for example, using jump intercessors for the Assault Marines in like Horus Heresy Assault Marines. I don't see a problem with that. So long as the base size is the same, crack on, right? Because at the end of the day, we all know what intercessors are. Like, intercessors and tactical, sure, there's aesthetic differences, but it's a marine with a bolt gun. Same thing with, like, assault marines or, like, an assault jump captain. Same thing, right? We all know that. The thing is, though, the issue is, like, don't come telling me that a Redemptor is a Leviathan, right? Or don't come telling me a Gladiator is a Kratos. Like, no, fuck off with that. Don't do that. But for like the base standard, like infantry marines, hey, by all means, right? I don't see why not. Because like this is an expensive hobby, and having to collect a whole nother army, like if you want to, hey, by all means, crack on, my boy. You do you. But if you just want to try out a game, You shouldn't be forced to buy a whole nother army. Right? It just doesn't feel that right to me. I don't know, some people are a little iffy with like WYSIWYG, but I'm like, you know, within agreement, right? Like, for example, if your dude has a full kite pistol, oh, by the way, this is actually a plasma, right? That should be fine. Sorry, chat. One moment. Apologies about that, chat. I was getting a phone call. Where was I? Uh, 3520. Yeah, but that's something that I believe that, you know, it should be alright. But then, of course, like I said, within reason. Like, don't tell me that your Kratos is a Land Raider or any like just mainly just the infantry guys, right? If the big chunky models, yeah, those can stay WYSIWYG, right? But for little things, let it slide. You know, some people agree with me with that, some people disagree with me with that. But it's like, you know, pick your heels to die on, right? I'd rather have someone be nice. Oh, God damn it. I'd rather have someone be nice about it and like talk to me about it than have someone with like a super WYSIWYG army who's just that guy, right? Simple as. All right, restock. But before I restock, let's see if we can get... I want to get an Empire guy. I should probably be doing this slower, chat. Do you guys want me to do it slower? I'll do it slower. Oh, I can make a Ghoulhound. I can make a Skeletal Spearman. I need a Defender. Do I want to? I will. All right, chat. We're being irresponsible with our money. Don't gamble, chat. Gambling is very bad. Come on. No, we still didn't get one. God damn it. Am I... Okay, we will build the Ghoulhound though. Ooh, I like that. That's a nice mini. Right? That's good. Skeletal Spearman. Love me a good Skeletal Spearman. Ooh, that's good. I like that guy. Bone Boy. Love me a Bone Boy. Simple as. Oh, yeah, those are solid minis. Right? Ooh, I can get... Forge Wars, Metal Copper character. Alright, I'm getting the basic painting set. I'm getting 5 more of those tools. I will get 2 of those and 2 of those. That is a great deal of coin, but it's alright, Chad. Because I'm telling myself it's alright, and if I lie to myself, Chad, we're going to be just dandy. And yes, those look rather similar to a... we'll actually put you down over there. This must be the painting set, so we'll put you right over here. Hello, yo, hello, Mr. Archmagos. How we doing, sire? All right, and I'm gonna open these last 3 over here because I can. Dude, like, I guess this is supposed to be like a skirmish game, but it's like, bro, don't GW, don't get any ideas, please. I can make a 200 souls. I'm not getting the minis that I want, and that is so true, chat. So true. You never get the minis that you want. These scopes are gorgeous though. Like, they're actually so cool. Like, no lie. Yeah, but it's one of those things where, I don't know, there's so many little intricacies to this hobby, and 40k is definitely having growing pains as it becomes niche into popular, because it's not popular yet, but it's slowly becoming there. And there is definitely a lot of growing pains in that regard, right? And I feel like it's one of those things where, all right, let's do painting. To paint a miniature, click on the circles when they align with the golden ring. The faster you paint, the more points you'll score and higher the mini selling price. All right, we'll do the Ghoulhound. Start. Oh god, don't let me screw this up. Wait. All right, that looks decent, I guess. That looks better. You see, chat? Don't worry about your minis right there. They'll become better. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, ooh, less than ideal. All right, this is the chungus, chat. Time to lock it in. That's not bad. I like that. Nice bone color, nice darkness. That's solid. That's cool. I appreciate that. That's good, chat. Now, W. All right, and we don't make any money. God damn it. Okay, it's fine, chat. Devastating news. I'm bringing Call Friends. Will not be released for Old World because it's 300 years before I'm getting born. Yeah. That fun fact. That's actually like a issue that some of my own friends were upset with. It's like, you know, there is the fact that with the Old World being set in the time of the Three Emperors, it's like they're like none of the popular Empire characters are going to be a thing, right? There's no Volkmar, there's no Franz, there's no Boris, there's none of the Elector Counts, there's no Elsbeth, there's no one, man. It's unfortunate. It is very unfortunate, chat, but you know, it's a good way for us to enjoy another era of the hobby. You know, there'll be more Empire characters soon-ish, I imagine. But yeah, it's just one of those things, chat. It's unfortunate, but it's a good way to explore the Empire in another age. Now, what I would want is for them to give us new Empire kits. Like, I don't have anything against the older Warhammer Fantasy kits. My main thing is that they're just a bit on the chunky side, but they're not supposed to be chunky, right? It's a thing of they don't look as sleek or as modern as they're supposed to, and some people prefer that. I think they should keep the old scopes. I don't think GW should ever remove old scopes. Perhaps maybe make them made to order. Because like I'm looking into getting a Stormcast army. Not now, but soon. Oh, dude, chat, she's painting. Again, the amount of women here who do Warhammer, like, unrealistic. Like, Warhammer, I don't know, like, Pokemon, for whatever reason. This motherfucker dropping litter in my store. And you didn't even buy anything. Oh, this bitch. The lion, the wardrobe, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Goddamn. But yeah, it's one of those things where Yeah, like Pokemon attracts like a woman, dude, and I know why. It's Pokemon. Pokemon is just W. But yeah, 40K. Like I don't know about y'all, but like I've only ever met 2 women who are into 40K, and both of them happen to be members. Like, you know, memes and jokes aside, bro, it's just like, it's just unfortunate. The predominant, like, most of this audience is male. They're like, and I'm like, I know there are plenty of women who do it. It's just like, I'm the worst anecdotal evidence, right? Because I'm like, oh yeah, no, there's plenty of people who do that. Have you met any of them? I met like 2 IRL, or online rather. So yeah, it's funny. This lady is building an army. Let me tell you what, son. All right, and I gotta give you $4. Bop, big bang, boom. Oh, I forgot to set the price. I'm a dingus. I am such a bingus. I'm a bingus, Mr. Bongo Man. That's what I am. Oh, chat. Oh god, that was diabolical, chat. I missed out on all the monies. My father would be upset with me, and he might disown me. Yeah, see, yo, bro. She's going to be so upset when she realizes that she's not going to be able to paint a mini because she bought 1 box. Also, like, I get why they did it, right? The idea of, oh, you have to buy multiple packs to get a thing. It makes sense, but dude, could you imagine if this was someone's actual, like, strategy? Dude, that's diabolical. Like, a GW, never watch this video, please, ever, right? Because the closest thing GW got is like those blister packs where you could get an individual mini from a squad. That still wasn't super awesome, but hey, it was somewhat acceptable. If GW ever like does a thing like, oh, here's a sprue for incestors with a sprue for orcs, boys, and a sprue for like nids, I may end up on a list somewhere, chat. I may end up on a list. I'm not gonna lie, because that would make me crash out so bad, so unbelievably bad. You have no idea. None, chat. 0. Yeah, people are paying, man. That's another thing, right? If you like, oh, I don't want to commit to a box, I don't want to buy all the stuff, I just want to see. If you head over to like a local game store, they probably they just have like minis that they'll give you a mini and sit you down to paint. Like, most people are super chill with that because they want you to get into the hobby. And that's, again, there's a lot of negativity online because it's the internet. And a lot of people think that Warhammer and Warhammer players are just that. Negative Nancys who don't like to do anything but complain about new people. But again, that's only online, folks, right? If you're IRL, they're so nice and friendly and kind. And part of that is because you're IRL, right? Hello, General. God bless you and your amazing work. I love your videos. Yo, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Good Lord bless you as well. And thank you for being here, man. Yeah, so there's so much more to it other than just, you know, online. And the real community aspect of it came in local game stores. But sadly, that whole culture has slowly been dying away because physically being there, physically building the thing has like no longer become a necessity. And it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because, like I said, it's a whole different thing being around folks, eating like some snacks, respectfully, you know, and not making a bloody mess everywhere, mind you. But oh, dude, this guy is going all in, Chief. Right, any nonsense? Alright, hold on. Alright, we good? We good. Yeah, another thing about it is that the different hobbies weren't always so segregated. Like especially like as you read like older white dwarfs, it's one of those things where fantasy 40k acknowledge each other. There was a lot of overlap. Yes, there was one point where you could play Warhammer minis in fantasy. I think a Grail Guardian was the equivalent of a Space Marine stats-wise, so theoretically you could play it. But it's more so like they were all treated the same. Like if you did fantasy, you did the hobby, right? But now AOS, fantasy, 40k, Horus Heresy, they're so individually sectioned off. Yes, you will have people doing the same thing, but it's not treated as the same hobby. It's almost treated like they're different hobbies anymore. And again, I think that comes to a point of you don't have a place where you're all coming together just to paint, just to do things. It's just one of those things where you just completely forgot about it. And we're all segregated in our own little corners, and it just makes the hobby feel a lot more sparse and far than it's supposed to. Which is a shame, because like miniature painting is supposed to be a very hobby-focused, hobby-centric thing. Don't. 1, 0. I watched your Solo Exilic video and loved it. GW missing out, bringing them with the Lucifer Blacks into the spotlight. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. The fact that we don't have a Solo Auxilia exclusive book for the Heresy is a crime. It's a shame. The closest thing we get is Legion, which talks about the Geno Chiliad 5-2, which is that's what the Solo Auxilia, mind you, and half of the book is about the Alpha Legion. Yeah, I want GW to release a book that is literally just about the Solo Auxilia. They deserve at least one novel, right? Or like an anthology with a bunch of stuff. But something, man. All the girls I met that in the hobby collect Goomspike kits. I don't know what it is about orcs, bro. Like, dude. Yeah, like, you know, oh, jokes aside, like, people, they, you know, sisters, like, oh, girls are like sisters, right? No. No. Orcs and Nids are by far the most popular faction for women. And Lord Almighty, have mercy, I could not tell you why. The Gits get the girls bloody, apparently. And local bookstore girls love Death Guard. Yeah, it's like, they just... Like, Death Guard is... Like, I haven't seen Death Guard, but dude, Nids and... Yeah, Nids and bloody Orcs, man. Girls absolutely go bananas for those two factions. I don't know what it is. Those are... I couldn't tell you, my brother. I could not tell you even if I wanted to, and I do want to. Trust me, Lord Almighty knows that I do. All right, we're not gonna order anything today, chat, because I want to make profit. Will that prove disastrous? Perchance, chat, perchance. But fortune favors the bold, as that one Macedonian guy said. Right, we will add one of those because purchase. Because I want to crack open a bunch of boxes. Oh, chat, I think we got the pieces that we needed, chat. This is a W, chat. Oh, chat, this is a good haul, chat. Oh yeah, chat, we completed so many minis with that. Absolute W. And you just go over there. Alright, time to build some minis. Oh, I can build another one. A Familiar of Ash. I think that's like an upgrade version. Hey, Isaac, how you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Tormentor of Souls. I do wish there was a mechanic for the glue. I'm not gonna lie. W-Mans, hey, appreciate you, my brother. From what I can tell, there is a couple factions. There's demons, undead, like humans, I think, and maybe one more. I don't know. Archer. We can make a little elfie boy. Nice. And we still don't have what we need. It's fine. All right, time to paint. Oi, that's not that bad. Could been better, could been worse. All right. 2, 3, 4. Oh god, the edge highlights, chat. The edge highlights are getting to me. Boop, 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 boop. I'm doing this on low sleep, chat. This is not looking good. Come on, get the elf for the factions of order. Oh, that looks god awful. Oh, I fucked his shit up properly. Homie is not getting nobody, bro. He ain't getting nothing. Ooh. All right. Hey, we made money, chat. W. We made bread. Hey, Mr. Kundi, how we doing, lads? How we doing? What is your favorite legion and why? That would be the salamanders. I am the salamander man. I love salamanders. I love everything salamanders. Why? Because, you know, they're good guys. For the most part. Look, they're somewhat reasonable in 40k. You know, in relation to reasonability. They're not going to kill you immediately on sight, for the most part. I feel like every time I say anything in 40k, I have to say like a billion asterisks, because there's, oh, W! Oh, we can get new things, Chad. Oh god, we're going to spend so much money later, it's not even funny. Because it's one of those things where... Yeah, it's like, if I say anything in 40k, there's always someone going to say the opposite, because it's true, because in 40k... There's just a lot of stuff to go on, right? But yeah, I love salamanders, that and their fighting style and what they're about. They're all about heavy armor, heavy infantry, just holding back and fighting the foe. Melters, flamers, thunderhammers. They're all about endurance, you know. Into the fire's battle, unto the anvil of war. See if you can survive the forging and the testing. Right? That's just great. So yeah, love me salamanders. Simple as. And oh dude, Vulcan Lord of Drakes is great. Excellent book, highly recommend. Salamanders don't have that many good books, to be frank. They're just not that great. Especially when you compare them to like No Fear. A lot of them are serviceable. It's just one of those things where, you know, it's, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where, you know, you get into a faction and you vibe with them, right? Yeah, so I love myself on this. That's another thing, right? If you want to get into 40k, just pick your favorite faction and start consuming media, right? You like Sisters of Battle? Go and read a Sister Battle book, man. Get their codex. Well, when I say get their codex, I mean the online version that you don't have to pay so much money for. Because the fact that GW charges the way that they do for books, I think that's luck, right? And I don't mean like actual like novels. I mean like the amount of money they expect you to pay sometimes for books. It's just it's a bit ridiculous, really, because it's not like you just have to buy one book. It's like, no, I need to buy like my army book. I need to buy the rules book. If there's an errata, I need to buy the errata. Sometimes I have to buy multiple errata books, and I have to get the supplement book. And it's like, this hobby is expensive enough. Don't try and get all the cash out. So when you can find online resources, I recommend using them. But yeah, grab some sisters, start painting, play the sisters game. You know, there is a couple games involving sisters. There is the VR sisters game that was there, right? So yeah, you know, it's solid. Yeah, just start consuming, man. Just get in there and like enjoy this hobby. I must push the library release length 500 million. It do feel like that sometimes, bro. On God, it do. Well, 5.60. Yeah, no, but when it comes to Warhammer and like game stores, it is unfortunate that they're slowly dying. I don't want to say dying out, but they're definitely not as prevalent as they used to be, which is again terribly unfortunate because of the experience that they offer. And I feel like a nice middle ground would be trying to incorporate game stores into the online space. And I think GW have also recognized a little bit, like in the latest Codex editions, there's been things about painting and kit bashing, and just trying to add a bit more personality back into the hobby, right? A bit more closeness and familiarity. How you doing? I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing alright. I'm doing solid. I'm doing fantastic. Just playing some games, talking a little bit. Apologies for missing Friday's stream, chat. Life was lifing, and I just had to roll with the dice and deal. So yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, life throws you a right hook, you gotta just roll with that son of a bitch. And sometimes you can't roll, you just gotta take it on the chin and crack on. You know, life do be like that. Also, I love how they're like, oh no, you can't give him an extra 10 cents. That will ruin us. And they make you like, put it back. It's funny. Yeah, I feel like a good middle ground would try to include more online resources. Like, I've said this a bunch. A lot of people said this once. GW needs to turn the rules into a PDF, right? And make an online version. A codex should be like faction dice. It's an optional thing you buy if you want extra stuff about your faction. It should not be a necessity for you to play the game or engage in the hobby. And some people may not like that take, but the fact of the matter is that in the day and age that we live in, people are not willing to pay, what, $50 or $30 or $40, however it may be, for just a paperback book unless they want to. They really have to want to. They really have to want to like their faction that they're doing it for. They really need to like enjoy the hobby, right? And it's one of those things where you can't expect someone who wants to get into the hobby to pay all that. Making the barrier to entry incredibly easy, I think that's just a W. And one thing I would normalize like just painting minis, not army building, because the amount of people who just paint versus those who don't have armies is rather small, because, you know, if you start painting, eventually you will have an army, but never paint to, like, have an army, if that makes sense, right? An army should be a byproduct of your painting. I know that some people don't like that, but hey, I think that you are going to enjoy the hobby and take much more time if you paint like 5 kits a year, right? I think that's good for everyone. I think that is making a rather expensive hobby more affordable, and I think that you are having a better overall experience. Because I heard people who, they have massive piles of shame and they don't even want to paint because there's so much to paint, they don't want to build. And it's just like, you know, well, don't do that. You're the one in control, you're the one who has it, and just try and do it differently. And some people love painting, some people hate building, some people love building, some people hate building, some people love sculpting. And that's another reason why game stores are so incredibly important. You can just find bros there. Hey, you don't like building, but you really love painting? Find a bro who doesn't really like painting, but loves building. You guys come together, work with your minis together, build armies together. They're both, you know, your own separate armies, you'll build the models and all that, but experience it together with someone. You know? Life is sometimes like a raging bull, head demon, rising the world, red for the butcher god. Yeah, it can be like that, man. It definitely can. But it's one of those things where having the game store then gives you an access to a community. And a community that is, more often than not, willing to help. And help in big ways. So, just seeing that slowly disappear is very disheartening. It's still there. It's still there, but right now it's only there in places that have already established it. Trying to establish it in some other place is not going to be easy at all. And that's very unfortunate because it's part of the culture. I realized I didn't be clean. This place is dirty as balls. Good lord. Oh. Alright, freaking mop and bucket time, motherfucker. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Alright, that was a good day. Now time to ruin all the progress by buying all the money. We'll get a miniature sales table. We will get another painting table. We will get... Undead army pack. We'll get one of those, 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 we'll get one of those. We'll get one of those. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Oof. Yeah, I think we're good with that. That should be good. Alright. Tabletop Simulator has both 40k 10th edition mods for it, yeah? Oh yeah! It has, you can play 10th, you can play any edition of 40k on it. It's fantastic, really. I forgot to get an extra shelf. I am a dingus. I am a dongus. Chat, why am I so dumb? Good morning, Mr. Ahmed. How you doing, my brother? How you doing? Virtual game shop on TTS? I don't think so. This is a standalone game. You know, that's what it is. It's a standalone game, and it's doing numbers, as the kids say. A lot of people are happy with it, and it's great, man. Shelf. Oh god, I went into the aether. Alright, shelf acquired it. It's not symmetrical. Okay, it's symmetrical. Alright, crisis averted, chat. Don't worry. Alright, you we will do over there. And okay, I'm trying to try and organize this a little bit, chat. A little bit of organization never killed nobody. Unless you're organizing at Chernobyl, then it most definitely did kill you. Yeah, demons. I guess it's only 3 factions, that being the Order of Alliance, for lack of a better word, humans, elves, dwarves, all that shenanigans, undead, and demons. Alright, I vibe with it. I vibe with it, chat. We vibe, we cool with it. We cool with it, daddy-o. It's alright. More miniature pack. Ba-ba-ba. What's this undead miniature? Right, we'll do one of these. I had a real game which, yo, from 20 to 2018, seeing the jump boxes outside takes me back. Damn, nice, brother, that's cool. Yo, W, bro. That dude, people at game stores, dude, they're such awesome dudes most of the time. Like, of course, you know, you will get like the odd chap who may not be the greatest, dude, a little surly along the edges, but that's with anyone, right? Most of them are just absolute W chads of most epic proportions, bro. And this is Guardians. Alright, we'll put you right over here. We go. And miniature sails. I'm gonna have to make this bastard a little bigger in the future. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. Oh god, chat. I took it home with me. I took it home with me. I took it home with me. Talk about commitment to the cause, right? We are thieves, but mostly it was good experience. Yeah, man. That's how it is for anybody. Alright, we'll do one of you there, 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 we will do one of you there, we'll do one of you there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll do one of you there. And alright, for now, chat, we will keep the Skelly Boy. Skelly Boy will be our bro. Market price 10. Market price 10. Market price 10. Market price 10. That, a forest elf, is the definition of fugly, bro. On God. Hello, sir. Thank you for your money. Bum, bum. I know I'm just currently just vibing, chat, but this is a vibe. Honestly, there is... also, like, another thing, like, do make Warhammer... as I was saying, make Warhammer more of a community thing, right? Get a bunch of boys together, have a painting night, have a building night, right? Have a kit bashing night. Like, people think that the only time you come together for the hobby is to play the game, and that's a load of luck. You can come together to paint and to do things, and like, I know that people do that, but it's something that you don't really, we're getting into this hobby, you don't really know what is acceptable versus what isn't, right? And I feel like just telling someone like, hey, here's what you can do. And then I took from the wrong box because I am a dingus. I'm doingus. I'm bingus boingus the plonkais. God, I'm stupid. Bro, that like dark elf is painted, well, wood elf. Homie is suffering. I would not be surprised if he wanted me to put him out of his misery, take him out back and just give him the old faithful treatment, you know, double tap to the brain and all that. Old Mozambique drill with 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. Like, eek, that's rough. I should open a pack. I will open a pack, chat. Soon, TM. I forgot to set the price, chat. I am so stupid. I am so dumb. So very dumb. I did not get anything. That's great. Wow, that's fantastic, chat. W! Also, W's all around, chat. W's all around. Totally not salty. God damn it, can I get my thing already? You bastard. 80. Yeah, the whole RNG aspect of it is nice. I do like it, but again, it's like, I'm kind of trying very hard to not crash out of it IRL, because I'm thinking about doing this IRL, and I'm like, yo, Minnie! Thank you, madam. I appreciate you. I hope the paint job is satisfactory, because it's kind of shite. Not gonna lie, but hey, if you're willing to buy it, sure. If it has no price, it's free, right? You know what? I want to say no, but I'm having a hard time arguing. I'm gonna be honest. I really am. Right, 3520. See, this is nice. Just being chilling, relaxing, cracking. Oh, someone was excited. You would have pre-ordered that if I could. You think pre-ordering could be a thing in this game? It might be. Who knows? I mean, this is only the demo, and there's a lot of like W developer. Bread of the Domes. How you doing, my brother? How you doing? Bread of the Gold Ones. What's up, son? Also, W developer for making this a demo, because there's so much here already, and just this is a demo. Like, no, this dude is honestly so much good faith, bro. Chat, never underestimate how much good faith will take you. Good faith will take you far in life. All in all, we're doing pretty okay, chat. Not the best, not the worst, but you know, we are thriving. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, I don't want to charge you that much. I wish I could, but that's illegal. Can I buy special salamanders in this fine shop? This is currently only a fantasy store. So, I can sell you some lizardmen. Hey, hey, old ones, lizardmen. You know, we can make something here. All right. Also, the fact that the salamanders don't have a dragon riding unit is absolutely diabolical sin. Because if the space wolves have their totally not wolves bullshit, why can't I have a giant fire-breathing scaly boy? Bloody simple as, right? It's a simple request. What the hell is that? 56. 35.20. Oh, someone needed brushes. I feel that. By the way, chat, if you guys ever do plan on getting into this hobby, be advised, the first set of brushes that you buy, you will absolutely eviscerate beyond all rational sense of mortality. They will be so fucked up, it's not even funny. These goddamn kids are making their goddamn scuff mots in my goddamn place. Goddamn little bitches. Also, I do find it funny how I just throw the mop wherever I please. 589. Reputation is a powerful thing? Yes, sir. It most definitely is. Something that a lot of folks in this generation don't seem to understand. For some reason. Oh, you did a lot of purchasing, didn't you, brother? $14. Yo, W, basic gaming table, let's go, dice! Chat, we got dice! The Dragon Rider unit will be absent? That's what I'm saying, man. 20, 10, pop, bip. Oh, lady, you bought the Fugly Elf. I am sorry for you. I hope you like it, cause Lord Almighty knows I sure as shit don't. Alright, I will wait for these people to finish painting, and then I will close up the shop. Because I am a kind god. Hey, wagwan, my guy. 90.20 bang. Oh, you have one of everything. Damn, little Miss Indecisive over here. Thank you, come again. Wow, all those minis were sold. I guess it makes sense why people would buy minis more often, man, because you know, it's all RNG gamble nonsense, right? Speaking of RNG gamble nonsense, let's see here. Still waiting until I get my actual Empire Soldier dude, man. Are you kidding me? I got 4 legs in one pack. That's mental. Oh, I think we may have got one, chat. Okay, we definitely got one at least. Yeah, we got one. W. Alright, let's build the boy, chat. Ooh, interesting. They will understand later and we will point and laugh. True. That's interesting. The spikes are interesting because like he seems like a normal dude, like a normal night guy, but then spikes. Interesting, man. Hella interesting. All right. You know what? Not bad. I like that. I like that. We're not selling this guy though, chat. We're keeping him because I'm pedant. I've been trapped and I've been ensnared by my hubris. Let's see. Poster, character, gaming table. I will get that. Rulebook and dice. Oh, did not mean to do that, but I guess we're gambling, Chad. Oh, I can make someone. Ooh, high elven, not high elven, regular elven person. Yo, Chad, we can get a banner bearer. Hey, better than the last elf I had. Chad, I've yet to get one of these good. Oh, lordy. A lot of shields in Mirror had spikes. It's two birds with one stone kind of deal. Yeah, I completely get it, but it's one of those things where like you just don't see it in like minis, right? So it's or like fantasy stuff. Fantasy, you know, using like a human defender kingdom, they're just humans. Oh god. This is the most cramped little game store you ever did see. God damn it. I still made money despite spending so much. All right, one moment. All right, you grab. Oh, we can make a footman. Nice. Now, what's the difference between this guy and the other guy? I don't know. Oh, it's the footman is a footwoman. Well, that feels anachronistic. God damn, that's a lot of dice. I suppose you would need a lot of dice to play a war game, but still. Alright, chat, we're gonna do one more day, and then we will call it. We will do one more day of business. Oh, I should probably paint up that one guy. Yes. Chat, I've been ensnared by my own hubris. Oh, you're picking up the rulebook. Nice, man. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about, man. Why is the rulebook 6930, but then it just re. Oh, he wants someone to play. I don't have enough minis to play yet, my brother. I'm sorry. You want to be waiting there for a bit. Damn, that's sad though. Homie is just sitting there waiting for someone, bro. Anybody. Golly. Yeah, you come into my store and you. The audacity of some people, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You better buy something. Okay, you did buy something. Alright, we cool. We cool. 1%. Oh shit, they came in. Riveting gameplay. Oh. Who won? We have a roll off. Who's winning? Honestly, I think they're just stalling because I'm just there. Oh, she won. W. Hell yeah, female empowerment, chat, let's go. Bigger sword, maybe? You know, a lot of problems could be solved with a bigger sword, this is true. Hey, Mr. Aussie, how you doing, brother? Thank you for joining in the tail end of this here stream. And we're just being chilling. Yeah, I just can't I can't get over the. I know why they did it, but if anyone ever in like the marketing decides, hey, we're gonna do RNG, I only just received the notification. It's alright, my brother. These things happen. The Discord is coming out soon. TM, I just need to finalize 1 or 2 things in it to make sure that it's there. But yeah, within a day or two, mayhaps, perchance, it should be up and running. So you guys can look forward to that. Yeah, it's solid, man. Like I said, I just can't get over the fact that they have RNG for minis. Like, the sprues is the main thing that just baffles mind-boggling. Because it's like, having to gamble is, oh my god. Gotcha game 40k? Ooh, Father in heaven forbid. That, like I said, chat, that will cause me to commit heinous crime upon all kin of man. Including myself, probably. Hey, Wagwan, my brother. $77. Right, let's see. You need $8 and 20 cents. I struggled so hard trying to get the money out of that dude's hand. I'm currently painting some Pirate Wardens for my Terminator squad. I got my Salamanders look good in bronze. Ooh, that's solid, dude. Bronze is excellent. I prefer gold myself for the trim. But, dude, a nice bronze, dude. W. Good sale? Very good sale. I decided to give you 2 5-cent coins because I'm weird like that. Honestly, those two sources of passive income, the gaming table and the painting table, W. Like, I don't know, I know my local like store doesn't really have like a dedicated painting area. I don't think they'd be mad if you wanted to paint there by any stretch of the imagination, so long as you don't miss anywhere, that is. But I think the idea of having like a painting station where people can just come out and chill, I think that's solid, man. That sounds super bueno, as the kids would say. The kids do not say that. I made that up completely and utterly. I am a filthy liar, chat. Do not listen to what I say. Yeah, but it's solid. I'm looking forward to Salmon's champion skin in Space Marine 2. I am as well. I am very much so looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to like, well, minis in general. I'm very excited. Yeah, I don't know. 11th edition is around the corner, so what they're going to do with Space Marines, what new Space Marine units we will get, because we will get new Space Marine units, chat, because this is 40k. Actually, the next thing I'm super looking forward to is the breaches. I will admit, not a big fan of their shields, but I could just give them different shields. Like maybe print some or get some off like a store and print them and sort it out like that. Or I could just build them as is, because while I may not like the shields, they are still breaches, and breaches are bloody fantastic. Absolutely amazing. I love breaches so much, man. Alright, money. Gib, thank you. Now I must give you money in return. Because, capitalism, yes. Ooh, and she's gonna go and paint there. Oh, how lovely. Bum, bum. Judging by the looks of it, people are not a fan of demons. People don't like demons. Demons are a less than ideal faction. Yeah, people haven't really touched the, what? I don't know, bag of bullshit box? The multi-pod thing. People have been going for the faction boxes more, which makes sense. It makes much more sense. The thing is, though, the only way I could see, like, a system where, oh, you buy a lot of things here, and, you know, it's all random RNG gotcha based, is if it's incredibly cheap. It'd have to be incredibly cheap, and it'd have to be a miniature game, or a skirmish game, rather, right? Something like Kill Team, or like Trench Crusade. Like, if you're trying to build an army with this lock, my god, I would commit many crimes. Oh, I pressed... damn, you bought a lot. Hey, appreciate you, my boy. I keep on pressing enter instead of space to validate. It's on me, though. Also, these are some hella hours we working, chat. I just realized that. Like, dude, 9 to 8? Damn. We're dedicated up in this hole, man. I wish I could paint so I could justify to my better half buying the new models. She would unalive me if she knew how much is with Space Marine and Dark Tide. That is fair. That is very fair. It's... yeah. Dropping, what? I think it's like 150 bucks or something, roughly, on a Baneblade is... not justifiable for a lot of people, which is understandable. That's expensive shit. What game is this? This is Tabletop Game Shop Simulator. It lets you run a local game store. It's cool, man. I'm having a blast with it. It's great. Not many people buying rulebooks, I must say. It definitely feels like this is the type of game where you're just more into painting than anything else. Alright, thank you, plebeians. You may go. Goodbye. We are closed for business. Alright. Scrub. I don't think we'll get any more new models in this game. In this demo, rather. Alright, chat, before we end off stream, let's gamble! Oh, we got a. Is this a human archer? I think this is a human archer. W mans, man. And we'll crack open a demon one, because why not? Alright, we'll paint this guy, chat, and then we will call it. Again, looks like absolute dog water. Alright, chat, thank you oh so very much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. The Discord will be up shortly. I'll make a pinned comment and a post with it. I will make a pinned comment underneath the video. So thank you guys so much for coming here. I love you and appreciate you guys. Yeah, get this game. It's great. The demo is completely free. You don't have to pay a single penny, and there's so much more to it. I imagine that in the full release, they're going to get different types of games. So there may be a 40k equivalent, a Kill Team equivalent, like right, we have the fantasy equivalent. So yeah. Highly recommend. Go check it out, guys. Great game. Highly recommend. Super fun. Thank you guys so much for being here. But, ladies and gentlemen, you be of awesome, Mr. People. Thank you so much. I have been the General Brady 101. That outro was completely cooked, but we're just gonna go with it. But y'all must stay loyal out there, boys and gals. And I will catch y'all next time. Dismiss, Rangers.